The next story we have here is about the Lone Ranger. Now, there are multiple facets to this story I wanted to kind of touch into. First off, about the movie being a bomb. It's reported here that it'll be lucky if it makes $50 million by today, basically by Sunday. And it's not doing too well. This Despicable Me 2 just came out, and that just killed in the box office. There's also all these kind of these little nuances behind it that a lot of people are kind of making drama out of it, basically. Specifically, I remember hearing a while back, just to kind of set up for this, about how there were Native Americans who were legitimately angry about Johnny Depp's portrayal of Tonto.
Well, yes.
Would you believe that there are conservative Christians who are also upset about Johnny Depp as Tonto?
Well, yeah.
Not everything. Specifically, though, they are angry at the fact that he's not Christian himself, that he's actually portrayed as being pagan. There is a Dr. Ted Baer of the Christian Film and Television Coalition who says that he's upset. He's upset about the U.S. government being portrayed. He's upset about the U.S. government being portrayed as bad, and that the army is shown killing Indians. Discounting history altogether, how ridiculous is it for conservative Christians to get mad about Johnny Depp's portrayal of Tonto and the Lone Ranger?
Well, it seems to me, and, it's because probably where we live at, it seems they get mad about everything. So if the wind blows the wrong way, they're probably pretty angry.
Yeah.
It's just one more thing on top of the giant crap salad,
that crap salad.
I wish I was surprised. I really wish that I was surprised that they were upset about something that doesn't matter. It makes no difference at the end of the day. Now, I completely understand Native Americans being upset at Tonto's portrayal because Tonto is technically supposed to be a Native American and it's played by a white dude named Johnny Depp. What does it matter? Does it hurt him at all? Did it affect his day-to-day life? Did somebody trip him on the street because of this portrayal?
And, that goes to that whole thing where you're talking about how they said, and I haven't seen the movie, but from what you just told me about how the U.S. government was seen killing Indians, and that's just funny.
That happened.
I'm just
read your
history.
That's for real.
They're not wrong.
Oh, you made us look bad. White people.
Just how many, dude, I'm just how many movies are there? Countless movies that make America look bad.
Right.
And are critically acclaimed at that, too. So it's kind of
well, and it's not even, at the time, at the point in history which this is supposed to be representing and that sort of thing. As long as it's not an unfair portrayal, why do you care? Really, honestly, what this is, it's just a set piece to get their name in a press release and out there in the media. That we're doing exactly what they want us to do right now. That's the trick.
Even to kind of follow up with it too, to follow up with that, Johnny Depp, as far as defending the fact that he's playing as a Native American character and talking like a Native American character throughout the movie. So he claims that he had a Cherokee great grandmother. So he's I don't know, what does that make him, 1/8, 1/16 Native American?
32nd, I think at this point, because it goes half, quarter, 16, 32nd. So
right.
There would be. Yeah, don't quote me on.
I mean, as far as Johnny Depp's talk about this, he said, they are living without running water and seeing problems with drugs and booze, but I wanted to be able to show these kids, fuck that, you're still warriors, man. Those are his words about it, so I don't know. Johnny Depp champion of the Native American people?
oh my god.
That sounds like the monologue of a crazy person. I don't think that's probably the most appropriate of responses to have.
Yeah.
For this,
At least his enthusiasm is where it needs to be. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Loves them Native Americans.
Misguided cheerleader. Johnny Depp as the misguided cheerleader. That's his
basically it. Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad Tim Burton didn't do this movie.
Actually, I would like to see a Tim Burton Lone Ranger. It's gotta be better than the crap that they're trying to push on me. Come on.
But at least be like visually interesting in some capacity, you know.
So crazy,
And
not just terrible.
somewhere in there, somewhere in there will be a Edward Scissorhands reference.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Oh my god. Well, so who else would play as Tonto then in that case? Like, would you just get like some no-name actor who happens to be Native American, or is there someone in?
I'm sure that there are a wonderful bunch of Native American actors out there that. I did say Native American actors, right? Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't say Native African actors. I don't know why I thought that I said that. But Native American actors out there.
Yeah.
Slighted tongue, I apologize.
Clarification.
To play this part, but they're not really, and this may be a Hollywood thing, but we don't see them that often.
No.
We wouldn't know who these people are because we're not exposed to them on a regular basis.
Man.
Who decided that the Lone Ranger was going to be a good property to try out there in front of the public in 2013?
Right.
In what marketing meeting did this happen? Because everybody should be fired that was there.
Yeah.
Because this is just awful. Like, it's just awful.
And see, I'll say this much, at least with the Lone Ranger idea, they really should have done their homework because they could have made a really great film with that because I do like the idea of the Lone Ranger.
To me, it looks like the Wild Wild West without Will Smith. That's exactly what it looks like to me. It looks like the exact same movie without Will Smith.
If you know anything about the original Wild Wild West, it had comedy in it. It was pseudo funny, which that was the whole point that they were trying to make it was pseudo funny. Like with Lone Ranger, that was like kind of given.
It's supposed to be more action adventure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be more Indiana Jones-ish and not so
friendly.
Yeah.
Like, if you're drawing a line there, you know, and I keep bringing up Indiana Jones because I guess it's just the staple for action adventure at this point, involving strange locations and strange people.
Yeah.
But
not to mention, Wild Wild West had a huge advantage over Lone Ranger because they had like not one, not two, but 3 or 4 pretty good actors in it. I mean, Will Smith, Kenneth Branagh. I mean, that dude
Kevin
alone.
Kline,
Yes, I mean, like they had amazing talent in there. So it's kind of like, I'm not surprised,
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other star in this movie other than Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
They just keep talking about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But when you keep talking about Johnny Depp, then it's Johnny Depp is Norbit.
Yeah. They're trying so hard to push Armie Hammer as being like a leading man, and I just don't see that working in the foreseeable future.
Right. Well, and not to mention, this is the second big Disney flop in a row.
Yeah.
In terms of live action features, first one being John Carter, which I personally liked. I know a lot of people didn't, but whatever. And it may be the same one for the Lone Ranger. There may be somebody else out there that likes this movie. That, I personally don't. That kind of thing.
I mean, I haven't seen Lone Ranger, but I still want to see it just because I like the idea of this character. I like the whole
mythos behind him. Yeah.
Yeah, like he comes back from the dead to and give justice to people.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something old school like Lone Ranger, don't undersell it because people that are a fan of the old Lone Ranger, I promise you, you're gonna hurt them.
Well,
more.
do it with a reduced budget. I mean, what is the budget of this movie? It's got to be $200 million plus. Easy.
Yeah, it's up.
For the quality of content that they're trying to bring, and I'm sure the special effects and the Bruckheimer-ness that comes along with it, because I think he's executive producing. So, with Johnny Depp being involved, I mean, there's got to be a Bruckheimer name around there somewhere. So, I mean, couldn't you just reduce the overall overhead, get people that if you want to just test it out on the market, do a short film with, and just see how people would take to it?
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it if you wanted to introduce new IP, which is technically old IP.
Even
Yeah.
doing a pretty awesome animated movie would have been a good start to that.
Get kids interested, because that's the market you're trying to shoot for.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want to sell toys, you want to sell lunchboxes, you want to sell T-shirts.
You want to make it like a real brand, like a real profitable brand. Yeah.